Good morning. Morning sickness, all day sickness, whatever you want to call it, has hit me hard the last couple days. Stuff sounds good to eat, then I eat it and then I feel sick, or I can only eat a little bit of it. They gave me the medicine that starts with a D. I forget what it's called, but they said it can make you tired, so they want you to take the first dose at nighttime, and I just forgot to take it last night, and I don't know, so I don't know what we're gonna do today. I might take, I don't know, I might go to my parents so they can drive a Power Wheel. I'm not sure yet. Just depends on the weather and stuff, and I didn't get much sleep last night. I was tired, so I'm gonna try to do a pregnancy update and just like an EDS update. Those bananas are not really old. They're from this morning, just so everybody knows it's not nasty. They just ate them like 30 minutes ago. I'm trying to clean up some, but like this sickness is just killing me. I feel so tired. I just feel like I'm gonna get sick. So I'm taking a little break. I got one room clean, so Lily's in there. She's helping a little bit, but getting distracted. You know how 3-year-olds are. Yeah, hopefully I can do the pregnancy and my health in general update soon. Don't.
She just hurt.
She's not. Leah, what are you doing?
I got. Come on.
You're
Leah.
a dog?
Come on, Leah. You're a dog. Come on, dog. Dog. Come on, dog. Let's go.
Okay, see you later.
Bye. Just.
I managed to pick up the toys in both rooms. Sorry, it's Paw Patrol in the back. And vacuum those 2 rooms. And I just feel like I'm going to vomit. And my neck is really hurting and my back is hurting. I'll try to update you guys now since we're yeah, I went to my ultrasound on Tuesday. Today's Thursday, and everything was good. Heart rate was 176. Saw little arm and leg buds moving. Sorry. And we had like my intake appointment. See, when you're high risk at where I go, you have to have an intake appointment with a nurse midwife that kind of just goes over your care and like what's and then they talk to the doctor after that appointment, and then they try to determine if you're high risk and whatever. They have to do it. This is my 4th pregnancy. I've always been high risk. I will always be high risk, even though this will be my last pregnancy, my last baby. But no matter how many babies I had, I would always be considered high risk. Is because with EDS, you have a higher risk of developing preeclampsia. You have a higher risk of preterm labor. Just like different things prolapsing and all this kind of stuff. So, my blood pressure was elevated already. This is the earliest I've ever had a high blood pressure reading in pregnancy. Usually I get it around 22 weeks is when my blood pressure starts to kind of increase. It doesn't like all of a sudden just jump. It's like it'll be borderline, and then a few weeks after that it is full on high blood pressure. So yes, I've had gestational hypertension my first 2 pregnancies, and obviously my third ended in a miscarriage. And I had not started developing high blood pressure yet. My blood pressure readings that I had were perfectly fine. But yeah, that pregnancy unfortunately only lasted until almost 15 weeks. So yeah, my first 2 I had gestational hypertension, was induced at 37 weeks both times with that. And after talking to them, they were like, yeah, we really think that you probably developed preeclampsia after your second birth. Because I did have the shakes after I had my second. And my blood pressure shot up super high. They had to put me on magnesium sulfate for 24 hours. So yeah, it was okay. But she was wanting to put me on Procardia, a blood pressure medicine already. And then after I left, she called me and said that she talked to my actual OB, who said not to give me the Procardia because there's a new study out saying to hold off as long as you can on giving medicine. And that she was going to see if I actually qualified for that study, and then she was going to call me and tell me. Or she'll talk to me next. I see my actual OB for my first OB appointment next Wednesday. So she's going to talk to me about it then. I already take a baby aspirin. After my first pregnancy, they pretty much said that any pregnancy that I had after that, I would take a baby aspirin every single day. So yeah, my nausea has been getting worse, which usually they say it gets worse around this time, around 10 weeks, and I am 8.5 now. So it's still not as bad as my first pregnancy was terrible. I was sick all the time, literally all the time, until like 20 some weeks. And even then, I still would get sick. Literally, I got sick up until the time that I had her. My second one was just kind of on and off, and that's kind of what this is like. Or I thought so. And now it's becoming more and more every day. I'm feeling nauseous and not well. I can't. Like, I want to eat, then I go to eat, and everything is just like, ugh. So, yeah, I'll update more when I know more. So far, everything is going good. I don't have an increased chance of miscarriage because I've only had 1, and I've had 2 successful pregnancies before that. They said they're expecting everything to go well and smoothly, and like I said, the baby was moving around, and with Jamie, the one I miscarried, Jamie was not moving much. I remember at the first ultrasound, and I didn't really think much of it, just because like they're so small, even though my 2 girls, I saw them moving. My first, she actually was moving like crazy. Lily was moving like crazy. At her 8-week ultrasound, Leah was less active, but was still, you could see her moving. So yeah, hopefully that's a good sign, and I'm actually hoping the sickness is a good sign, and that's what she told me. She's like, at my appointment, that nurse midwife, she's like, she's like, morning sickness and nausea is a sign of a healthy pregnancy. So she's like, it's good to hear that. She's like, as much as it sucks for you. So yeah, and I am already showing. Some people don't think that I'm showing, but my mom does, my grandma does, my husband does. I am full on showing, and it's weird because I am a bigger person, and I'm not exactly sure why I'm showing. I guess just because it's my 4th pregnancy. But yeah, I am showing, and that's fine. I'm 8.5 weeks, so it's still like that weird, like, am I extra fat or am I pregnant? But it's definitely, it looks pregnant. I kind of look how I did when I was like 16 weeks pregnant with my first, and like 13 weeks pregnant with my second. And actually with Jamie, I was already showing too. I was showing. You could tell I was pregnant. So that's fine with me. I'm actually the kind of person that, like, I know most people don't like that stage. I would rather just all of a sudden be big pregnant and just deal with it. Because I hate the in-between, because I am a bigger person, so, like, I hate... Hold on. Come here. Shh. But I hate that in-between stage. So yeah, that's all I have about my pregnancy right now. But, with my just regular health, like EDS stuff, so I had physical therapy afterwards. I'm supposed to get in the dentist. I still have not gotten to the dentist because I have bad TMJ. I'm hoping to call today and schedule an appointment. It's just kind of, I haven't because it's been crazy. I've been like, we've had, like, for my last, I don't know, I put it off because, like, I hate going, but also just, we've had a stomach bug the last few weeks, and then, Lily's birthday party, and, like, we've literally been busy every weekend in, like, June so far, and we will literally be busy every weekend until the end of June, so that's kind of crazy, but, yeah, there's not much on that front. My doctor is leaving the children's hospital that I go to, or well, she's not leaving, somebody else is, and she has to take over, and, we were grandfathered in. If you were, diagnosed, like, when you were a kid, you were supposed to be grandfathered in, and they were going to see you for your whole entire life. Then they changed, because they changed their policy, like, a couple years ago, where they weren't going to see anybody over 25 anymore. Well, I am 25, but it didn't apply because you were grandfathered in. Well, then, yeah, that guy's leaving, so there's only 2 doctors, and they're going to start not seeing anybody over the age of 26, so I have about 10 and a half months to find a new geneticist and a new EDS team. I'm actually I don't care too much about, like, the whole doctor thing. She's really nice and she is good, but I feel like me and her don't have a great chemistry. She's not the one who diagnosed me. The one who diagnosed me, he left a few years ago to go to Chicago, but I just feel like we don't really have, like, the greatest chemistry, but she is a good doctor and she's great and she's always been nice to me. Sometimes you just don't click with people. But my physical therapist, I have literally been with since the very beginning. And that's going to be really upsetting to me to have to leave her because, like, we're just close. We've literally been pregnant every single time together. We were pregnant with our first together. They're only 6 months apart. Her son is only 6 months older than her. Our second, Leah, is only 2 months older. Or 2 months, let's see, 2 months younger than her son. And then with our third, we actually both miscarried, and now we're both pregnant again. She's about 2 months ahead of me. So yeah, we've just went through a lot together, not just EDS related, so that'll be upsetting. So yeah, that's my update. For right now, I've been having more joint pain just because the relaxin in your body when you're pregnant, it's to be expected. So I get told to keep it, like, to rest as much as possible and take it easy during pregnancy from my OB. But also, like, my therapist, like, stay active or you'll go backwards. So I just have to be smart about it, stay active, but listen to my body, even more than I usually do. So yeah, that's my update for now. And yeah. Yeah. I'll see you guys later.
To the lookout! Ryder needs us!
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect. It's Minnie's talent show time now.
Okay, and you're gonna fall asleep while watching that? You guys are gonna take a nap?
No.
Yeah. Is there a baby in my belly?
Yeah. There's a baby in her belly. What is he?
Three bags full. Three bags full. No, full. Okay.
Backstreet, have you yes, sir, yes, sir, 3 bags full. One for my master, one for my babe. One little boy with down the way. Daddy, my little boy with down the way.
Did you hear that?
That's the elements.
It is. Would you quit? I guess I can't make pizza now. Yeah, it's very important.
Yeah.
And we got it for $10
Why?
because we're cheap.
Oh my goodness!
I know.
They're just bad.
Who?
Bad.
You are. Do you see what you are doing?
Last night we just went to bed. The girls fell asleep pretty quickly. I hope you enjoyed my update. Thanks for watching.